from the Nelson family in Kotobavi, Accra. They wish you good health, long life, and plenty cash. You did Bank of Ghana already, but anyway, plenty cash. Enjoy the day. What have you got?
I've got one here. Let me see where it is. This is a big one. It came from a big man.
Big.
And I'd better do it right. Say it right, you know. All right, so it says, happy birthday to Marie Asei Owusu Ansa of Bishop Barrow School. God richly bless you and grant you all the grace you need to excel in the upcoming examination. This is from your mom, Nerissa, Grandma Regina, Auntie Joyce, and your siblings, Gabby, Vanessa, Bubune, Adam, and Nuna, as well as your Uncle Ken. And Uncle Ken is Ken Ashigbi.
Oh, okay.
Big man.
Okay, Uncle Ken Ashigbi. You're right. Great one.
Better do it right.
Great one. Chaotic shouts there. Chaotic shouts there. Is that what you got? So we can get to the center?
Yeah.
Are we jumping to the center now?
Well, why not?
I want to wish you the best of luck in tonight's game.
What kind of
done? We are winning.
What kind of fake good luck wish is this?
You are playing against us.
I have told you that the Everest have a saying. Melihuhu, ulemevahuhu meso.
Okay.
I was there before, and I came long ago.
The Chinese have a saying.
What is it? You will lose. The Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN. Choose your own bundle, your own with MTN Flexi Bundle. Just dial *138# and enjoy bundles that don't expire. It's also brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good. Now you can say goodbye to memorizing 1,001 short codes. Experience complete one-click access to all MTN services with the My MTN app and check your airtime, data, and your Momo balance. Buy bundles with airtime or MTN Momo. You can monitor your data usage and your calls made. You can access your MTN Momo account and so much more, all with the My MTN app. Download the My MTN app from the App Store, the Google Play Store today and get 50 megabytes of data for free. Hey! Yes, 50 meg for free just by downloading the My MTN app. So let's fight COVID-19 while doing the things we love. We're good together everywhere you stay. Now, at Standard Chartered, your safety, your well-being, it's important to them. That's why they are advising us all to wash our hands frequently, use alcohol-based hand sanitizers, avoid touching our faces, please, and remember to cough or sneeze into a tissue and dispose of it immediately. Now, the health and safety units have significantly stepped up their frequency and cleaning of the branches so that anything you could possibly touch while you're visiting them is clean, including the ATMs, the desks, the floors, everything. Given the protocols around social distancing, however, the recommendation is that you use the digital channels like the SC Mobile app, the straight-to-bank platforms, which are available 24/7 for all transactions. Now, the good thing is that banking on digital channels means you just might win amazing rewards anytime you transact on SC Mobile. So please stay safe and keep well. Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good.
Wait, Sonia, when you drop the chords, you've got a special one from the Volta region.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. once those chords came, no, there's a special one. This is from Madam Kumako Josephine inside Agobleruki in the Volta region, and it's from Silver Selikem, Kuru Star.
I think I'm ready.
Wow. I also have an ever proverb. What does it mean?
Bevu is like a rogue. So I can't be Bevu.
Okay, guys, you know what? We are coming from a fantastic, great, sporting weekend, I must say. With each passing day, there's an indication that we are gradually getting close to a full return to sports as we know it. In England, Chelsea, Leicester City recorded the most surprising losses of the match day against Sheffield United and Bournemouth.
Tom Solanke has 2, Bournemouth have 4. And boy, have they produced when they absolutely had to. Backs against the wall, the Cherries have come out fighting. They took 4 past the team taking the Champions League. Chance, and it's gone in, and David McGoldrick has got his second goal of the day, and this fairy tale night, in this fairy tale season, continues for Sheffield United. They are crushing Chelsea by 3-0.
Chelsea lost 3-0. Yes, Leicester was sent to the cleaners in a 4-1 defeat, but there were no such problems for Manchester City, Aston Villa and Spurs in the North London derby.
Here's Lacazette. Oh my goodness, what a goal! What a goal that is by Lacazette. He looked up, edge of the area, slight angle to the left and hit a shot that flew past Lloris into the top corner and gives Arsenal the lead. Plays it to Luiz, who is struggling here. Son is under the ball, he's away from Luiz. Son now chips it over Martinez and it's 1-1. And David Luiz has been caught out again. And Son and Tottenham have taken advantage. Delightful little finish, and it's Tottenham 1, Arsenal 1. Here's the delivery from Son. It's headed in from the edge of the 6-yard box. Alderweireld puts Tottenham 2-1 up in the last 10 minutes of this North London derby.
Yes, Jose Mourinho is still undefeated against Arsenal in any shirt in Spain. Barcelona kept the title race alive with a crucial win. Juventus continues to lead the way in Serie A after a hard 4-2 draw with Atalanta. In Formula 1, this man was back winning.
In a very comfortable afternoon for Lewis Hamilton. He comes round the final corner to win the Styrian Grand Prix. And for Mercedes, the first 1-2 at this track since 2015. And there,
Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton cruised to a comfortable victory in the Styrian Grand Prix. More to come, but first, Manchester City's biggest result of the season will be revealed in a few hours' time. With the club's Champions League place and reputation at risk, at 8:30 a.m. this morning, the Court of Arbitration for Sport will announce its verdict from the 3-day appeal hearing that took place in June into the serious breaches of UEFA financial regulations City were found guilty of in February. The best case scenario for City is that they will be cleared of all charges and their 2-year European ban will be overturned. John Murray has a full picture.
This is a verdict that could have significant implications for the short-term future of Manchester City. It was in February City were found guilty of serious breaches of UEFA's financial regulations, banned from European football competitions for the next 2 seasons, and fined €30 million. Manchester City lodged an appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport on the grounds they had not received a fair hearing. It's the verdict from that appeal that will be announced at 9:30, with the possible outcomes ranging from the punishment being reduced to being partially suspended to the appeal being thrown out and the original sanctions all being upheld.
9:30 British time, 8:30 Ghana time. What has the manager of Manchester City, Pep Guardiola, think about this?
It was issued a long time ago. Maybe 90% of the people who are on the pitch or on the backroom staff were not there. But we're going to see. Respect the decisions, but I try to be involved, knowing exactly what happened, and I have fully confident about what the club has done.
All right, so we'll look forward to that announcement very shortly. Now, a 12-year-old boy has been arrested by police investigating racist messages sent to Crystal Palace forward Wilfred Zaha on social media. Zaha revealed he had received several abusive messages on social media before Sunday's trip to Aston Villa. Again, they lost 2-0. His manager, Roy Hodgson, called the abuse cowardly and despicable.
It was a despicable act and a very cowardly act. It's very cowardly to, give that sort of abuse to someone that you don't know. But of course, the worst thing for us in some ways is, although Wilf didn't play badly, and I think he actually did quite well to take that in his stride and get on and play his football. But of course, the idea was behind this that you will upset one of the opponent's top players and maybe put him off his game and give your team a chance to get a result they're so desperate to get.
Yeah, the Premier League called the abuse of the 27-year-old Ivory Coast winger completely unacceptable. The West Midlands Police tweeted Zaha to say they would look into the abuse and hours later confirmed an arrest. Now, Ghana International Suleiman Tari has asked FIFA to put more effort in fighting racism in football, as they did in inventing VAR. Across the world, protests have been launched against racism after a video of the killing of an African-American man, George Floyd, went viral. Suleiman Tari says FIFA must step up.
When I was raining and I felt that, I just walked out of the pitch. They thought that they won. No, I was the one who won. Only me, I take everything. So whenever you encounter that kind of situation, we just walk out of it, and we just have to come together to fight it. If FIFA or whatever, whoever is fighting on it, you need to really fight it. You just don't have to do it and then back off, because it doesn't go from 1, from 2. It's a lot of occasion that this has happened. Get me? So if you want to work on it, you wanna brush it away. What do? You fight it. You make sure that it's out. So why do people get like why do you arrest a criminal? Why do you arrest some people? you arrest them because you don't want them to make it big. You don't want them to continue their crime, right? So exactly, that's the way you can fight racism. So you fight it with all the funds that you have.
Well, there's more English Premier League stuff to come, but let's stick with Stulu Muntari because he has confirmed media reports linking him to a move to South Africa. Muntari has been without a club since leaving Spanish second-tier side Alba Celeste in June 2019 after a 6-month loan spell. Let's hear from him now.
I love to come play in South Africa because they have great teams that I like. For instance, Sundowns are there, Pirates are there, but my favorite one is Chiefs because I don't know why, but I've been following Chiefs for a minute now. I love the way they are and everything. So I said, if I'm gonna go come to South Africa, this is the only team I want to play. That's Chiefs. But with all due respect to Pirates and Sundowns and the other teams that are in South African League, of course, this is what I prefer to come play. So that's how I spoke to the agent. That's it. And then I haven't said anything anymore. So but why not? It's home. I'm here in Ghana. It's home. South Africa can be home. Any part in Africa can be home. But it would be good to come. But I haven't made my mind yet.
So, will it be from Albacete right to Kaiser Chiefs? We'll see how that really pans out, and we're keeping our close tabs on that. Let's do more in the English Premier League because we know Toby Alderweireld's late header gave Tottenham a 2-1 victory in the tightly contested North London derby. Arsenal took the lead of 16 minutes when Alexander Lacazette's rising drive flashed past Spurs keeper Hugo Lloris. The Jose Mourinho side were level within 3 minutes when Son Heung-min took advantage of slack defending by Sead Kolasinac and David Luiz to score with a deft chip. We can now hear from the Spurs manager Jose Mourinho.
To beat big clubs is always great when the specific big club is the biggest rival historically from your club means the world. Normally the team that wins derbies is the team where the players, they wear the fan skin. To be honest, I think they also did it. I think they also were competitive, they also gave their best. I think the boys were fantastic in their commitment and I think they deserve the victory. In the end, set pieces win and lose matches, and I think we lost a few points on set pieces. Today was the time to win it.
Alright, Bournemouth came from behind to thrash 10-1 Leicester City 4-1 and boost their hopes of avoiding relegation from the Premier League in a calamitous 2 minutes. The Foxes threw away a 1-0 lead as Junior Stanislas scored from the spot. Dominic Solanke put the host in front and Sinyuku was sent off in the process. Now, the Foxes defender kicked Callum Wilson as Bournemouth celebrated their second goal. Shami Vardy had put the visitors ahead with that 23rd goal of the season. But of course, Leicester looked in control and had so many problems as they lost that game by 4-1. Well, let's do the other lines here because we know Sheffield continued their push for European qualification as they moved into the Premier League top 6 with a convincing win over informed Chelsea at the Bramall Lane. Surprising, David McGoldrick's first Premier League goal opened the scoring. Chelsea defense was shaky throughout and they were ruthlessly punished just 15 minutes later when Ender Stevens crossed the ball. The McBurney was left completely unmarked in the 6-yard box. The power home a simple header. So, yes, we know David McGoldrick got his first 2 Premier League goals. Fantastic one for him. And it's a good time now to hear from the Chelsea boss, Frank Lampard.
Disappointing. Mistakes. I've got to be careful to overanalyse this one because it's what you do. You analyse all season, review, look forward. What we have to do now with that game is put that to bed because the only thing that matters now is that we fight for top 4 and that we're still in that race because of how we've been this season. We have to put this game away very quickly, but I learned a lot and I won't forget that. I'm not concerned so much about top 4 today, and all I do is sit and watch all the games that you show on TV and consider where we're at and what we want to do because of course I want to get there, but today I'm concerned about how we performed and I learned a lot about that.
No problems for Manchester City. Raheem Sterling scored his 3rd hat-trick of the season as Manchester City swept Brighton there by 5-0. And the other results, Wolverhampton Wanderers beat Everton by 3-0. Aston Villa beat Crystal Palace by 2-0 there. We know as well Watford beat Newcastle by 2-1. Liverpool drew 1-1 with Burnley, and Sheffield, of course, beat Chelsea by 3-0. Let's talk about what happened elsewhere. In Europe, Barcelona moved within a point of leaders Real Madrid at the top of La Liga with a narrow win at Real Valladolid. So Arturo Vidal scored the only goal with a low effort into the bottom left corner from Lionel Messi's pass. So that's what we've got. But later tonight, Real Madrid are up against Granada and have an opportunity to open, the lead again. We can talk about what happened in Italy because Cristiano Ronaldo scored 2 penalties as Juventus survived the scare to move 8 points clear at the top of Serie A with a draw against Atalanta. Napoli as well drew 2-2 with AC Milan, but huge surprising result there again as Lazio lost to Sassuolo by 2-1. We can now do the Formula 1 this morning because Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton cruised into a comfortable victory in the Styrian Grand Prix. The world champion's first victory of the year was founded on a stupendous performance in wet qualifying in which he took pole by more than 1.2 seconds. So Hamilton led from pole position, headed only at the pit stops as teammate Valtteri Bottas overtook Red Bull's Max Verstappen late on for second. The Ferraris retired early after colliding with each other on lap 1. F1 commentator Jack Nicholls insists Hamilton was great nevertheless.
Yeah, he's been naturally very affected by all the goings on over the last few months. He took the knee before the start of the Grand Prix today, as he did a week ago, and he said that if he were to win the championship in 2020, it would mean more to him to win it in a year like this compared to other seasons because of everything that's going on in the world. So it means a lot to Lewis Hamilton. It means a lot to him that he's on the top step of the podium for the first time this year, having been beaten by Valtteri Bottas last week. Bottas still leads the championship by 6 points, but Hamilton was incredible in qualifying yesterday, dominant in the race today, and this is about as good as weekends get for him.
Jack Nicholls with the Formula 1 report there, and we look forward to more. Could you let me just tell you about the games to come tonight? So we've got Manchester United versus Southampton, hugely important because that's top 4 race. They play at Old Trafford. Then in Spain, we've got Granada hosting Real Madrid, Villarreal up against Real Sociedad, Deportivo Alaves will play Getafe. Then in the Italian Serie A, we've got the one game, it's Inter Milan up against Torino. So these are special times. Right. And we look forward to the Game Supporters Union of Ghana are ready for tonight's match.
We have to call Winston's wife. Since Manu is going up against Southampton.
Yes.
Things might get heated.
Oh, it will get heated.
She might need to bring in some sort of stimulus package to revive him at the end of the game.
Yes, very important. It will get heated. We are still surprised at the way the Lord moved in the game against Leicester and Bournemouth.
In mysterious ways.
Yeah, for a lot of Chelsea fans, we're wondering how Bournemouth were going to win, but we found a way. And I think tonight the Lord will do more. All the battles he has fought before, he will do another one.
I see.
And we expect to see our friends Manchester United, very happy. You know, when Manchester United lose games, Twitter is happy. Everybody's happy.
I see.
The world is naturally happy.
You, assembly are working. I'll leave them to deal with it.
We're all there when we said it. Anyway, we've got 2 more chaotic sounds.
We have 2 more. First of all, and this is a very sports-centric one. Happy birthday to Black Stars defender and Columbus crew captain
Jonathan Mensah.
Joe
Mens, what's up, man?
That's right. It's a special one from George. We have our very own.
Oh yeah, Joe Mens, a guy.
Indeed. Now, this is a big one. Afi Setiam is 1 year old, baby Afi, and this is a special birthday wish from her mother, Caroline Gakbe, and more importantly, her auntie, Gifty Gakbe. The little baby and her mother are in the OT region. They are at Basa, and today is a very special day for little baby Afi. Happy birthday to her. All right.
So it's just I'm looking forward to the documentary.
So yes, leprosy.
It's very, very important.
The world has moved on from the times when it would take Jesus to come and cure you before your leprosy. Today, there's a lot that can be done about it, and but still, people are treated, like pariahs when they have leprosy. So, the team has been looking into that, and the Joy News documentary is fabulous.
One. Yeah, I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it.
Stay tuned for that. Also, Professor Stephen Ade is on the show today. We have a lot to talk about.
Yes, a lot to learn. Anytime I know he's getting on the show, there's certainly a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Winston, are you okay?
I am not okay.
What happened?
How on earth did you be praying for someone's downfall?
Oh, it's normal. That's the game.
Look, we are not praying for your downfall.
Sometimes the evenings are dull. You see,
we are praying for your revival after your downfall.
After your downfall.
No, we are falling already. Revival.
Sometimes the evenings are dull. We need a spark. The way Chelsea
we are praying that after the game, when you fallen already. We are praying that after the game, when you slide off your chair onto the ground and you hold your head in your hand, that you will be able to recover from that.
We want to qualify.
Because after the game supporters union, there, it's not easy. Our job is to make sure you lose and cry, and we are happy. That's it.
Those are your KPIs.
It's a K.